This is the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for. The Nash is in the shop. That being a 1949 Nash Ambassador Super is in the shop. This car has 25,000 original miles and is owned by a buddy of mine. And what the purpose of this video is a little bit more of an in-depth inventory. I wanted to video some of the things that I might have missed or details that got overlooked in the last episode. And I'll just start off. We're going to put the car up in the air and check the underside, mostly looking for rust. But right off, I noticed a couple things. If you look at the trim, the rubber grommet there around the radio antenna base, well, for one thing, the radio mast is bent and gone, but there's overspray. That leads me to believe that there's been some repairs on this side of the car at one point in time, and sure enough, there's a couple pieces of flaking paint, like right there. You can see there's a same color, but it's been applied at different times. So I think this side of the car has been repaired at one time. I don't believe the whole car has. Hey, how are you? One more thing I wanted to show too was the wheels. Look at the pinstripes. You can see that right there. It's a very nice ornate detail on the wheels. So we'll put it up in the air and we'll check out some more things from the underside. Okay, so the big Nash is up in the air. This is the 1949 Ambassador, and we're getting ready to do an undercarriage inspection. I've rigged up my lights there to illuminate the underside a little bit. The camera has a hard time picking up dark shadows. So I wanted to note a few things. Well, first of all, tires, of course. We've got 4 brand new Super Cushion white wall tires. These white walls span all the way from the rim lip to the tread edge. That's 4.5 inches wide, and pretty cool, I gotta say. And again, I wanted to note the pinstripes, the silver pinstripes on the wheels. Didn't notice those before because they kind of blended in. The car is equipped with a front sway bar. Blows me away. They had a front sway bar in 1949, as well as lightened control arms. I don't know if they're lightened, but they're steel and they have holes in them. The underside of the car looks really dirty. It appears to be mud. I haven't found any rust yet. There's a cosmoline coating on the, it looks like it was coated with a rust-proof sticky substance, which is called cosmoline, on all the parts that may rust. Everything looks really good for its age. The front springs do have little rubber spacers in there. I bet you if we took those out, the front of the car would drop an inch or two. But I just wanted to note a couple things. The underside looks in great shape. The place where the floors typically rust out on these is right around the master cylinder. The master cylinder is underneath the driver's floorboard, and this is as good as it gets. It looks fabulous. I know it doesn't look great because it's muddy and it's got cosmoline all over it, but it's fantastic. It has a torque tube rear axle. That's what that big tube is. The driveline is encased in the tube. That was Nash's deal. One thing I'm a little bummed out about is this Panhard bar here. The tow guy strapped to it and he kinked it. It's a bummer. And the springs here that keep the drums from squealing, that one needs to be replaced. A couple of boots are broken, just kind of rotted away, but overall, I'm just smiling and whistling Dixie. I can't wait to work on this thing. It looks better than I would have imagined, except for some things. But for the most part, this is way better than a lot of the other cars that I see. Again, this is our 1949 Nash. It was last registered in 1967. You can see there on the plate. And it has almost every available option that I've ever known to exist for Nash. Reverse lights, fog lights, the clock, the toe tap radio. It's just a sweet ride.